Hey, good morning, and welcome to Coffee and Vinyl. I'm Adam with RecordKrate, and thanks for joining me this morning. We have rain. Boy, do we have rain outside, and it was a little difficult maneuvering in the rain. I don't like driving in the rain at all, folks. I don't like driving in the dark, but when you put the dark and the rain together, of course, it's not dark now, but when you put the dark and the rain together, it's not very good at all. Cheers. I got some records to share with you today, and some of these records I'm working on pricing, some I've already priced. I got a big stack over there on the counter that I'm just working on like crazy. So, show you some stuff I've been working with. The Carla Bonoff, Wild Heart of the Young. She was 80s. I wish TC was here. He could tell me a little more about Carla. Hey, Funky, how are you? Good morning. Cheers. I hear Nico. Nico, what you doing, baby girl? And found another copy of Jackson Brown. Hold on. He's got a lot to say in his music, folks. That's for sure. Yeah. This is Steve Martin. Pardon me. And it does have the photograph. Cheers. So yeah. I wonder how many people framed this and put it on the wall. He's a wild and crazy guy. I sold a Steve Martin bluegrass record. Was it Steve Martin or was it Steeple Canyon? Yeah. What is it? Steeple Canyon. I don't know if it was Steve Martin and Steeple Canyon or Steeple, or I sold a record this week. Hey, Lisa, cheers. How am I liking my printer? I like it. I I've been able, I haven't been able to get it to work with eBay. But if I go over to Pirate Ship, I can make it happen. Hey, Dan, how are you? Good morning, Dan. Cheers. Cheers, Donald. Steep Canyon Rangers. Is it ever Steve Martin and Steve? I don't know. So I can get it to work with Pirate. Good morning, baby. How are you? Did you find your treats I left for you? She'll probably say no, get more. Say, I'll let her be. Oh, yeah, you can have some. I don't think you like coffee, though. Sorry. Nico took me out to make sure she doesn't get on the keyboard. Dan says hi. Steve plays with him on occasion. Yeah, she can have some coffee. Oops, Nico. Yeah, Steve did a record. I know he did one record with Edie, which is very cool. I'm very happy for him and Edie. Edie Brickell. You know the last Edie Brickell record sounded like Edie Brickell. So Lisa, that's where I am with that. And also, Lisa, I want to use it like for a label maker. I want to be able to, like with my records. I'll show you this. I have the Dymo in Wake Forest, Lisa. Pardon me, and I've been able to make these stickers, these labels, and I would love to be able to do the same thing with the newer printer, so that I could, but I haven't gotten that far yet. So if you have any suggestions, please let me know. I saw Steve many years ago. You did? That was awesome. We love the movie Dirty Rotten Scoundrels with Michael Caine. She is so curious over my coffee. Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it. So anyway, Steve Martin. John Hartford, Pat Burton, and Benny Martin on the Flying Fish label. Flying Fish label. Yeah. Shirley Scott. This is on the Impulse label. This is one of the ones that, Donald, I'm sure you're very familiar with this, but if you look at the spine, this part's dark and this part's lighter. And when people put those in their shelves, it looks really cool. Have them there. And I love it. There's this guy in Raleigh, one of my customers, and they look really good in his shelves. And it's not Sean. Yeah. Keith Jarrett on the ECM label. I didn't even check to see if this was translucent. It is not. It is black. Yeah. Steve Martin was in many movies, and I'm sure I've seen some of them. I'm sure if I will go to Wikipedia and take a look at it, I'll be able to see what's going on there. Yeah. Something about a bride, father of the bride, maybe? I may have seen that one. Michael Schenker. Interesting cover. I've been watching a little bit of, I know it's like almost 20 years old, maybe 15 years old, but Bands Reunite. VH1 had a Bands Reunite thingy. I've been watching some of that. Juice Newton. I don't know all of her songs, but yeah. The Jerk, absolutely, yeah. I've seen The Jerk, yes. And Roxanne, I don't know Roxanne. The Jerk would not get made today. Yeah, he was in Roxanne. I think the Three Amigos. Oh yeah. I've been more of a music person than I have a movie person. So now it doesn't mean I didn't go see movies that had music in it. It doesn't mean I get pulled to movies sometimes. Of course, it's been a while. I think the last movie I saw was it A Star Is Born? Ian Hunter of Mott the Hoople. My Blue Heaven. Oh, cool. He was in Three Amigos. Okay, cool. Parenthood. Oh, cool. So much good information. The Record Store Day list came out yesterday. Anybody get a chance to look at it? Any highlights? I got a post on Instagram. Yesterday was a crazy day. Between great people came in, which was wonderful, but Ellis came in to pick up his turntable. I put a stylus on it, and he was like, "Well, can you just go ahead and set it up for me?" And I was like, "Okay." And when I started setting it up, and the weight was locked, and it was a brand of turntable I'm not as familiar with, and I was like, "This, I don't want to break it. Is there a set screw?" And I couldn't find anything, so I went online. Next thing you know, it took me an hour to do that, and customers coming in and out, which was great, and I'm glad to help Ellis. Ellis is related to Gene Autry. They're cousins, and so it was really neat to hang out with him over the times, and hope he comes back and hang out. He was a really cool guy, really fun guy, and and so, and then people coming in with buybacks, and I just didn't have the opportunity to get online and do any RST. I looked at the RST list for maybe a minute and a half. I didn't do anything as far as social networking, so I gotta reach out and get people to tell me what they would like to see when they walk in the store on Record Store Day. And that's what I'm going to do, folks. I'm going to post on Instagram. I'm not going to bring in a lot of stuff, mainly because of capital. Father of the Bride. Yes, yes, yes. He was in Parenthood. Planes, Trains, and Automobiles. Was that John Candy also? One of the guys from Saturday Night. I think I may have seen that. Cheers. Donald, is it raining in Wake Forest like it's raining in Raleigh? The Statler brothers. This is Atlanta Blue. Atlanta Blue. I wonder if it's raining in Atlanta. John Candy, yes. I was given, but wow. I did have someone text me and say, "Oh, I really want this record, blah, blah, blah." I didn't even fill in the walls yesterday, folks. That's how busy it was. Crazy in here. Yeah. I can't sell a Statler's Brother record, but maybe things will change. Kenny Rogers. I'm sorry to say Kenny Loggins. Kenny Rogers. We spoke about Kenny Loggins last night on myself. And Dottie West. Classics. You lost that love and feeling. I recognize that title. Found a duplicate of this in Wake Forest. I brought it to Raleigh. This is Boy George with Live My Life. It's a 12-inch single. Okay. Oh, this is kind of neat. It is raining. It's good to hear that you were busy. Glad to hear. Thank you, Dan. So this is John Denver and Rocky Mountain Christmas. This record sells. I won't be surprised if it sells this weekend, but if it doesn't, it's totally okay. But so this is in shrink, and it's got a Musicland price sticker on it. So this is in shrink. It's a gatefold, so it's kind of interesting to find records that are in shrink that are a gatefold, because most people definitely remove the shrink so they could open up the gatefold. So I know some people enjoy keeping shrink on their records, and some people remove it. And so when I get buybacks in, it's a mixed bag. Any Dylan fans out there? Hugo Montenegros. He plays Dylan. I've had this before, folks. I actually listened to it. Not this copy, but the other one before. So this is a gatefold right here. So you can see that John Denver you're unable to open it because it's got a shrink. This is also not for sale. Ooh. Promotional use only. But Hugo plays his music and he plays the Dylan songs. Ooh. I had a CD buyback, which took me forever to go through. John Denver is still really popular. Yes, absolutely. John Denver sells. He sure does. Nico's funny. If I'm back here working, she'll hang out right there or right over there. She's over there. It's almost like she's protecting me. Hey, good morning, Resale King. Good to see you. Cheers. Hope you're doing well. Dana Ross and the Supremes, greatest hits. Oh, it still makes me sad when I think about the Supremes, the two ladies that didn't make it happen. Alabama. This is Alabama, Feels So Right. I can't think about how many songs Alabama has that are makeout songs. And how many children were conceived with parents listening to Alabama. This is the Eagles, Hotel California. It's a nice copy with a poster. So that's always a plus. these are all going out today, folks. And then I got some stuff that I'm working on that's not going to go out today, but I'll share it with you anyway. James Moody's Moods. This is going out today. It's on the Prestige label. All right. Do I have any Beastie Boys? No. Between those darn brothers and Calvin, no. I can order Beasties. I sure can. And I'll be glad to get something in for you. Hot Rodders Battle, Rock and Roll. It's a split. No, it's not. Yeah. It's so one side has Hot Rod authentic sounds. The other side is rock and roll. It's essentially a surf music record. Okay, here's the ones I haven't had an opportunity to process, but I'm showing them to you anyway. Underground Sunshine. This came in on a buyback in Wake Forest this week. I'm not familiar with it, but it looked like it could be Psych or Pop Psych or Sunshine Pop. So I grabbed it. Nat King Cole. He's in shrink, so I bagged it. That one's for sale. That one's already for sale. Carole King. She's always popular. And this one has an insert, which I've seen before, but not that often. And it's got lyrics and it's got if you want to play along, has the score for the melody. I got some Beastie Boys in the vault. And eventually, when I get things up front done, I'm going to sneak over to the vault and start pulling stuff out. But I have and then I have some personal Beasties at home. Beasties are always popular and they sell before you get, and they're gone. Another Nat King Cole in shrink. Get the capital inner sleeve. Okay. And then another Nat King Cole in shrink, which I got to process that one. Yeah. Aretha in Paris. I got to process this one. I was just looking at her song titles. Carole King never made it as big as she should have. Tapestry. Tapestry is amazing. The Beatles, Abbey Road. This Beatles always sell. Hey, if you're just joining me, thanks for joining. I appreciate it. I'm Adam with RecordKrate, just showing off some records, talking music, stuff like that. Please join the conversation. This came in. This one's autograph. Walter Brentley. I don't know who Walter Brentley is, but this is Beach Boys Stack of Tracks. This is instrumental. You sing along. You play along. It's got the guitar, whatever they're called, guitar chord charts. Don, you come up with your guitar. We'll play this together, okay? I got to process it, folks. It shouldn't have taken it out. There's the vinyl, and then here's the book. And the book has, but I got to wash it. Hey, good morning, Mark. Good to see you this morning. And thank you so much, Handicap. I rarely ask for anything like that. I rarely ask people to share, like, subscribe. I hear that a lot when I watch videos on YouTube, and I'm just like, oh. Anyway, thank you, Handicap. I mean, Dan, I appreciate that a bunch. So this is really neat. I got to give it a bath, and I probably got 10 of these in the back. I'm not sure if I'll put it out for sale or I'll just add it to my 10. And sometimes I have an obsession collecting certain records. Whipped cream. Yeah. So you never know. Don, I'm interested to get your take on this record. This is the Beach Boys' Sunshine. I beg your pardon, Sunflower. I got to process this one. This one needs a bath. This is a white label promo. Hey, Lynn. I'm just coughing vinyl, talking records, showing off some stuff. I'll be putting some stuff out today in Raleigh and then Sunday. But good to see you this morning. I know that's why you have me to help you put you out there. Thank you so much. I forget to ask on my videos, so I'm getting better at promoting us. Very cool. Yeah, folks. I mean, Dan. I think I'm opening up YouTube, so I'm gonna I'll be quiet and hopefully won't make a rookie mistake. But I made it anyway. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, so you guys can visit other people's channels. Sounds great, Lynn. Drop me a text, Lynn, if you don't mind. Just give me a text. You know me, I'll forget it. What else did I bring in to show off? Dang, I had a special one to show off, but I didn't bring it back here. Dr. Hook, making love and music. Sexy Energy. What a record. This one's in shrink. I need to put it in a bag. So this jack inner sleeve is very wrinkledy. So need to put it in a bag. Capital Purple label. I love those labels. Sometimes I think the Beatles sound better on Capital Purple than I do from the 60s, but I'm not jumping into that argument at all. I hope you are still keeping an eye out for Archie. I am. Thank you for reminding me. Yeah, and I'm going to feel really bad if I show it one day on YouTube and say, ah! So, yeah. Sugar. Do you want it on the back of a cereal box? Just looking at this little logo on the bottom of my cup. I got some CDs in yesterday, and I showed them last night in my cell, but there were some I didn't show because I wanted to check them out first. This is a Madonna World Tour. It's got the CD and the DVD. Might be fun to watch it. Bless Madonna's heart. Bless her. I like her music. I like her dancing, but bless her heart. She's just not as pretty as she used to be. This is the Yeah Yeah Yeahs, and apparently this is a cover that was redone or something. So I wanted to check that out. David Bowie, The Next Day. So this is essentially the cover for Heroes, but they mark through it and they put David Bowie, and then they put like a piece of paper over his face and put The Next Day. 2013. I do remember when this was released as a new record. It's missing the book, but I figured I would listen to it and see what it sounds like. I'm sure I've heard it before. And because it's missing the booklet, I don't know the song titles. I have to go online and look for that. Yeah. Amy Winehouse at the BBC. I probably listened to this once, then offer it for sale, put it out. BBB Sessions, and then the second disc is a DVD. The Day She Came to Dingle. Yeah. Hey, thanks, Mark, for stopping by. Good to see you this morning. Be safe if you got rain. What a talented voice that girl had. Oh, my stars. Yes, indeed. Sade. Case is cracked. The Ultimate Collection. I love me some Sade. And I probably have this on another computer. Hey, TARDIS, thanks for stopping by. Have a wonderful day. We'll catch you later. Maybe I'll see you tonight. I love Sade. I love this Ultimate Collection. There may be something on here I haven't heard from another record that I don't have. Personally, I don't care for greatest hits or best of. Even though I realize that a live record can be like that, or a live DVD, a live concert. I realize that when I've gone to concerts, and if I go to another concert, it's almost like a greatest hits or best of. I did not know about that. Oh, Michael's for. Oh, okay, that guy. Okay, gotcha. I do not. Darn it, maybe I should check it out. You're welcome to share a link to TARDIS if you have time. If not, I totally understand. If you're getting rain, be safe out there. Yeah. I prefer to listen to the album. Hopefully, as the artist and the author who created the album had intended it to be heard, and I realize that sometimes the label overrides that. But yeah, that's kind of how I feel. Michael 45. Michael. Oh, folks, I hope it's not. I hope it's not something bad Sade did. I want to love my music. I want to, yeah. I want to love my music. He told a story that his wife and Sade went to the same gym and got in an argument about whose turn it was on the same machine. Oh, okay, gotcha. Teaching elementary school for years, I can definitely relate to that. Well, Radiohead would say just cut the machine in half, and I like that. But thank you so much. I will definitely look for that. I'm actually looking at his YouTube channel now. It's Michael 45 RPM audiophile. If you guys like to check him out, he's German. He likes records. He likes listening to the best possible record, and the best possible. Darn, I can't even think right now. It's too early for me. He's an audiophile, so he likes to which version of this record sounds better, which pressing sounds better. So he shares information about that. And but his wife, what does she do when she go to the grocery store and they're playing Sade? Oh boy. Yeah. So there we go. Yeah, so I was saying that I prefer to listen to the album than the entire album than greatest hits or selections. Thank you, Dan. I appreciate that. It might help you think better. There you go. I can't know everything. I need you guys to share stuff too. That's for sure. So that's kind of what I pulled to show folks, and I got more stuff in the over there that I have to price. I got crates and bins of things that need to be priced and filed away and put on the walls and cool things like that. But I'll fill the walls up today. Take care, Catardis. Good to see you. Have fun today. See you later. And cool things like that. What about you guys? What's your plans for the day and for the weekend? Anybody going crate digging? I hope she got her treats. I left her some treats on the counter for her on the shelf. That is, there's a shelf she likes to get on, and she'll look around and see people, watch them crate dig. Yes, she does. But before I run, I'm going to try to visit the store tomorrow. Oh, that'd be cool. Raleigh, if you do, that'd be awesome, Donald. Wake Forest will be open tomorrow, but I don't have enough people to have Wake Forest open she's looking at me, she heard me pick up this bag. But I don't have enough people that I can say we're open every Saturday. But we will be open tomorrow, Donald, and Wake Forest, as well as Raleigh. Okay. I'm trying to teach her this word, TREAT. Let's see if it works. Treat. Would you like a treat? She's looking at me strangely because it's not the right time for a treat. My son and his fiance are coming over tomorrow. So Kathy and his girl can watch Saul and my son. And me can go into another room. My son and I can go in another room and jam out to some jazz CDs. All right, that sounds cool. Saul and watch Saul. Oh, they're going to watch Saul. Okay, gotcha. Treat. There you go. Saul. Nico, please don't get on the keyboard. I'm going to put you right here. All right, Nico, you'll be open up. Here you go, baby. Oh, boy. Did she put us away? No, still there. Don't say it too loud. Lucy would want one. I've heard people on lives where you probably heard this, Dan, where somebody's dog start barking, then somebody who's watching it, their dog will start barking, and then they'll go like, "Okay, Siri," or "Hey, Siri," and then their Siri would crank up, and then that other one, Alexia or whatever. Yeah, there you go, folks. I'm gonna make it happen. I'm gonna try to get going here. The Hot Club Detroit CD I got from you yesterday is great. Oh, that's awesome, Lynn. I'm glad to hear that. Saul, I think that's going to be a tough one. And also, I've already gotten the emails from my distributors. I gotta start reviewing prices for record store day titles. No, don't step on the keyboard, please. I need to get a bigger counter so there's plenty of room for her too. Can I do that, baby girl? All right, I'm gonna slide this over a little bit. It's funny if I play one of your videos on TV. Lucy perks up and looks around like, "Where are you?" Oh, Nika got on the keyboard the other night and she touched the power button and it turned the computer off, but it restarted. And when it restarted, it goes ding. She looked around, and then she got on the keyboard and she did something. And next thing, voice was enacted, and so voice started reading every text on the screen, and she was like, "Where's this voice coming from?" So they are some precious creatures, and I thank God for Nico being here to be a good friend for me, keep me company. Yeah. So I'm thinking maybe next Friday I might even move Coffee and Vinyl later in the morning. Sometimes it's just more difficult to get here. And I was a little late today. Well, I can blame it on the rain, maybe. Blame it on the rain. But anyway, I hope your wife and the future daughter-in-law enjoys Saul. I hope you and your son enjoys jazz. But I'm going to take off, folks. But I do appreciate everybody coming here. Nika, would you like to say goodbye to everybody? Oh, oh, she's so sweet. This over here. So, Nika, would you like to say goodbye to everyone? Okay. Not the keyboard. Okay, cool. I need a keyboard guard. All right, everybody. Thank you so much. Hope you have a wonderful day. I'll be back tonight for another record sale. And so until then, everybody have a wonderful day. And thank you so much for hanging out with me. All right. See ya.